Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as the title states, I'm going to be showing you guys how to contour and how to bake. So this is a video for whether you're a beginner, whether you already know how to do makeup and you just want to figure out how to bake and how to contour correctly. I'm going to be showing you how I do my baking and contouring, and let's get started. So today I did minimal eyes. I have lashes on and it's like highly irritating. I hate wearing lashes. I don't know why I hate wearing lashes that much. Showing you how I bake my makeup and how I do my foundation when I want to bake and contour. I'm gonna be showing you how I bake. Straight into how to bake and how to contour, which is just basically not baking 101. So when and this goes for my clients as well, whenever I do my clients makeup or makeup for myself and I know I'm going somewhere like to an event or a function, didn't need to say function if I said event though. But if I'm going somewhere that requires my makeup to look on point the entire day, I usually bake my makeup. I never leave my house if I'm going somewhere for 8-9 hours and I have full face of makeup on, because I want my makeup. I don't believe in touch-ups, like touching up your makeup. I don't believe in. So when my clients ask me like, oh, will you be able to touch up my makeup at the event or function that they're going to, I usually, oh, my heavy earrings, aren't they cute though? I usually tell them like my technique of doing makeup will never require you to touch up, and that's because I bake. So I get a lot of questions when I'm out about, oh, like how do you do your makeup and how do you get your makeup to stay looking good the entire day, and this is how. So I thought, why not show you guys so you can have a video to refer to when you ask me. I posted about the Makeup Revolution foundation sticks a while ago, and I told you guys that I was impressed by the formula, but I wasn't really impressed by, I need to stop leaning forward. I wasn't really impressed by the shade range. Predominantly you have warmer toned skins. It's just like, it's a known fact that most of us have warmer toned skins here. So I bought the stick in F10 because it was like what, the third darkest shade in the range that I saw at Clicks, and that was too light for me. But I figured out a way how to use it. So if you do accidentally buy and it's very like grey on my skin, if you do accidentally buy a foundation that's too light for you, don't stress, because there's concealers. I usually mix my LA Girl concealers with a foundation that's too light or too dark. You don't have to let that go to waste. But another important thing is, let me start applying my stuff, your skincare routine. It's a big part of, I already have primer on here guys, so your skincare routine is a big part of, forms a big part of how your foundation looks. And this foundation is like really full coverage, so I don't want to apply like too much. So you can see I use it as a highlight shade basically. So if you have a foundation that you feel like is too light, then mix it with another foundation, use it as a highlight shade, and just get your normal foundation that you usually use and put that on the rest of the areas of your face. So a foundation doesn't necessarily have to go to waste if you pick the wrong shade. You can always work around it. So what my favorite is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I'm in the shade Toffee. There's zero flashback, so I don't have to worry about looking like a ghost in my photos, and it's just like, I really love this foundation guys. Like, now this foundation is very warm and pinky, So you see how it balances out. I can use this foundation on its own and like not have a problem with my contouring and things, because it is quite pink. I didn't color correct today because I already waxed, so my areas on my face aren't like too off or too grey. And then I'm taking my Switch Beauty buffer brush and I'm just gonna buff this into my skin. And I'm melting the product into the Makeup Revolution one, as you can see, because I don't want to bring the Makeup Revolution color down and then like change the entire shade of my makeup. I want to keep the Makeup Revolution in the places that I put it. My double chin. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just buffing this into my skin, just very lightly. And I use a very thin layer, like people think you have. It's a lot of product on your face when you're adding like contour and the rest of your highlight, but it's a lot of product, yes, but I'm adding very thin layers of the product itself, and I really hope this lighting isn't trash. So once I've buffed this into the skin, I'm gonna go underneath my eye. Also, I wanted to ask you guys if, so I'm heavy on like my skincare now, because skincare is a major part of how your makeup looks ultimately. If you guys know of like a good under eye cream, if you use an under eye cream, then please just let me know. Now, a beauty blender, which this is my little cute beauty blender, and I checked the packaging, guys. It just like came in this little container thing, which I think is so adorable, because if you clean your beauty blender and you're like on the go and you clean your beauty blender the day before and you're traveling, you just pop your, okay, my beauty blender is wet, so it's like you pop your beauty blender in there and you close it and you just like put it in your makeup bag. It's so cute. This beauty sponge, I want to try to, so after I've buffed in the foundation into my skin, I'm just gonna go and pat down, just making sure that everything is seamless. I'm just then pressing that into my skin. So it all depends on how much coverage you want. If you feel like you want to build up more coverage, then by all means go ahead and show you guys all this in my flawless foundation routine. I will have it up on the thingy probably about now. Okay, so then the next step in my baking and contouring routine is I'm gonna apply all my cream products first, and it's important for you not like to forget this step. Apply all your cream products first before you apply your powder products, because you don't want powder and creams mixing. You're gonna get a patchy look. Your makeup's gonna separate. It's not gonna look as flawless and seamless. You're gonna have creases. So get all your cream products down first. So I'm just gonna follow my usual. That's something new. I'm gonna explain to you guys now in like a little bit. So I'm gonna be contouring with my beautiful bronze, my LA Girl, and I'm just gonna place that directly above where I put the litter line, and that is just gonna help me later on when I'm actually baking, because I want that like a defined line between my contour and the bottom of my contour. That's really when I took note of baking. Like, I didn't understand why people did baking in the past, because I was like, ugh, it's baking. Like I don't really feel like I need to do baking. And then I saw like the baking process. I did the baking process myself after watching Jaclyn Neal's video, and I was like, wow, this really makes a difference to how your makeup looks. Blending in just my highlight. I have a little smaller beauty blender for underneath my eye. In between, I would just like spray my face with my moisture mist just to lock in moisture and to make sure every layer is going on seamlessly and stays there seamlessly. So next I'm going to start blending out my contour. You see, I've blended the two together, and that is really gonna help when it comes to like not moving. I figured out not moving my contour, because you don't want to move your contour down. You want to keep your contour in that specific area, because then it's not really going to look like a contour if your brown, if your contour shade is sitting like over here. So what you want to do is you want to start blending in that one, and I'm using a foundation brush just because I feel like I have more control with the foundation brush over my contour. So I'm just using my foundation brush and then going in and blending out my contour. And once I have that line, I will go in and I'm just going to go and blend in that one over there. Okay. It's so sad when like your beauty blender starts having product on. I feel like I need to wash my beauty blender after every single like makeup application. So then I'm just gonna hide my double chin. Okay, so now you can see like the definitive line, and I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to blend that in nicely. So now now we're getting to the baking part. So before you apply any of your like bronzer, which is the powder product, any of your blushes, any of your powder, basically your powder products other than your setting powder, you want to make sure that you have all your, like I said before, all your cream products. You want to make sure that you have that on. So I know my palettes are dirty, so I'm just gonna go in with my Switch Beauty, the blush palette, the Bubble Blush palette. I've been really enjoying having this on my skin lately. Thinking what brush am I gonna use. I'm just gonna take that same foundation brush and just like dab into that a little. Can you see like the nice effect that the bubble blush has? It's just very subtle. If I do this, I usually then don't do powder blush, because I'm not a big fan of blush. I just like a very subtle blush look. So I'm just gonna blend, because I'm going over into my baking now. So I'm just gonna blend underneath my eye so that there's no creases. Okay, so now we're going over into baking. I have not put this product down since the moment I got it, and this is my LA Girl Pro powder. It's the HD setting powder, and I use the shade Banana Yellow. I rave about this product all the time. It's just it's like the best powder product, and this is what I use to bake. For underneath my contour, I will usually just go in like with this, the little applicator. So underneath my contour, what I want to do is, I blended out there, but that's sufficient. So what I do is, underneath my contour, remember I mapped out that little line, I want to drag that underneath my contour. You guys can use more powder if you want. It depends on how much bake you want to be. That is usually like the amount of powder I would personally use, just because I want to clean up that area. So yeah, then I'm going in with my Switch Beauty powder brush, and I'm then just going to set, like, bake the rest of my face actually also. Now, I know you're thinking with baking that you should be using a lot of product, but for me, I feel like it's not necessary for me to be using like a lot of product, because you just want the powder to have like a thin layer of powder over there. You don't want to, I know you see on YouTube these beauty bloggers, they're putting like tons of powder on their face, and to each their own, but for me, I do more bridal makeup than anything else, and I don't want it to look like a cake. You don't want any of your brides to look like a cake, so a little powder goes a long way. Like, you might not see the rest of the powder, so I'm just packing that on there, but the powder is there and it needs to be wiped off basically. It's not at the point where you can just like leave it like that. So when you're applying your makeup, that's what I forgot still. Then the next, so that was my banana powder that I used. My next powder that I'm using is my MAC Next to Nothing powder. So with this, I'm going to apply this on my contour areas, just because when I do go over with a bronzer, this is what you want to do. So I take, with my same powder brush, I just take powder out of there and I apply it to that areas. So now after I've applied it to that areas, what I want to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to feel the area. You don't want any sticky, like, okay, like over there. I felt that's still a little bit sticky. You don't want any sticky areas, because remember, if it's sticky, your powder products are just like gonna like stick to that area basically. So now that I feel like my face is all like smooth and stuff, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and I'm gonna do like my bronzing routine. I'm extra, so I'm gonna use my JLo and Inglot palette just to add a little of the blush in there. I'm clearly feeling like in the mood for blush. Okay, so when I'm done with this is usually when I would remove my baking, but I'm just gonna go and remove the ones under my eyes because I also don't want to look cakey, and I use a clean brush for this process. So this is a little powder brush. It's an angled powder brush, and it's different to the others because it's not as dense. It's really nice. So what I want to do is I don't want to remove the product. I don't want to like go in and press hard on the skin with the product. You want to gently sweep away excess product. You never want to move anything underneath your makeup because then it's going to change the way your makeup looks. So with that said, I'm just going to lightly, a very soft hand, I'm dusting off the powder under my eyes, and as you can see, this lashes eye, there is distinctly, you can see there's powder being removed. I use very little amounts, like I said, of powder to bake because I just don't believe in looking like a cake. It's just my personal preference, guys. I want my makeup to look flawless and tasteful, but not, I don't know, the Instagram makeup trend is not really, it doesn't appeal to me. Because I just feel like it's unrealistic. I'm trying to show you the type of makeup you would do to go to work, to go to a function, an event. And if Instagram makeup is your thing, then to each their own. Like, do your Instagram makeup, but I'm basically for people who just want to do like nice, natural makeup. Okay, so I'm just highlighting my inner corners and my brow bone with my usual. I'm using the Switch Beauty in Creme Brulee. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. And then since I already dusted off my under eye, I'm gonna then go in and highlight. So once I have basically all the products that I want on my face, I'm just gonna go and then lightly also sweep away. And can you see, I don't know if you can see, like, difference that baking makes to your makeup. With this Allegro powder, there's no flashback, or you're not gonna see the powder can be buffed into your skin. It's not gonna sit there and then like look a mess. I'm gonna go and set my face after this. Just spray it in nicely, and when you set your face, you're gonna take your beauty blender and you're gonna press the setting spray into your skin to melt everything together, and that is all you do. Guys, so that is it from me. This is our baking contour, and I hope that you guys learned something from this video, that you learned how to bake, that you don't need that much product on your skin. You just need to build it correctly, put it on in like the correct sequence, and your makeup will look flawless. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to get notifications whenever I upload a video, and I'll see you guys next time.